if you don't show concern for others, you aren't worth very much. And I'm sincere when I say that. And to all of you golfers here this evening, and especially Chuck Tyson, I hope that you hit them long and straight in 88. Thank you, Dugan, for your comments. I'd like now to call on Fred Anders, president of Newbern Golf and Country Club, to come up here, please. Fred, if you'd stand right there, I'm going to get you to unveil this portrait of Ralph Minor. But before you do that, I'd like to say a few words about Ralph Minor. Hold it! I don't know if this thing's still working.
Well,
Has it?
Only to your mouth.
We're here tonight to honor all these golf professionals that are with us, the ones that aren't, and also, especially, the first golf professional at Newbern Country Club, is what it was called at the time. So I'd like to give you a little information about Ralph Minor. Ralph Minor was born June the 13th, 1898. He died November the 15th, 1958, at the age of 60. Ralph Minor was the manager and pro at the then known Newbern Country Club from 1921 through 1943. Prior to coming to Newbern, he was the pro at Bethlehem, New Jersey. He won the first Carolinas PGA title ever held at Pinehurst in 1923. He played in 36 consecutive Carolina PGA events until his death. He held several course records, evidently was quite a player, because if you can take that golf club and those golf balls in 1933 and shoot 8 under par and set a course record, you must have been some kind of golfer.
How about that?
Not many people know this, but Ralph Minor at one time owned this country club. On August the 14th, 1934, Newbern Golf and Country Club was sold to Mr. and Ms. Ralph Minor for the sum of $10, plus the assumption of the outstanding debts of the club of $4,453.41. That was a deed of trust held by Newbern Building and Loan. There was $1,184 that he assumed the debt of, owed to Senator Otis F. Glenn, U.S. Senator from Illinois, who had bought the Sloan Estate land, which this was part of at one time. There were $86.66 in delinquent 1933 real estate taxes, and $230, of course, had to go to the attorney that handled the transaction. He ran the club as full owner until May the 28th, 1943, at which time this club was reincorporated and named Newbern Golf and Country Club Incorporated. He sold the club back to the members, the new corporation, at that time for the exact dollar amount that he had bought it for 10 years previously, $6,536.44. So we feel like we owe a debt of gratitude to Ralph Minor. He was the first pro. He was the owner of the club. One little footnote of history reference Ralph Minor. He was, his father was named McDermott Minor, and is the documented firstborn American golf professional in the United States. Prior to that, all of them had come from Scotland, England, somewhere like that. Ralph was one of 4 children, all boys, and all 4 of them were golf professionals. So that was a golfing family. So with that, the board of directors wanted to acknowledge the memory of Ralph Minor through this portrait. We have researched, we got in touch with some of his relatives and got a lot of his golfing paraphernalia over here, memorabilia, which will be put on display in an appropriate area of the club. And we're going to hang this beautiful portrait of Ralph Miner in what used to be, before the bomb hit the other day, the Blue Room. Pray it with you.
All right.
As you can tell from some of the many photographs of it, this is the golfing attire that he wore most of his life. So we will have this on display in the club. We wish you would stay a while longer and mingle around.
Dr. Little just asked me just a few moments ago if I could go back and think of some things that happened here in the 2 years that I was here. He's doing a little history on the club. And
Thank y'all for coming and playing yourselves.
Thank you, Chuck. Just one thing, please, folks. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't give Chuck an applaud.
Daddy don't know I drink. Wait a minute.
On came the camera. Hey,
I'm glad you're
I'm gonna make a 45-minute speech in just a minute.
Don't be big man. Good to see you, sir. Where you been? I want you to meet Joe Colton, Dopey Darnell. Our friend that goes way back. It's good to see you out here.
Just her. Nobody else. No, quit turning it that way. Nobody else. Just
I
her.
got you right on the money, bud. Got you right on the money.
Chick and I are going to start playing back. If he doesn't even hit the ball well, we're going to go out and see.
My
They must be giving some whiskey away out here tonight. Whiskey away.
You know if there's a big crowd, there must be. Beck, I came in and gave me some Bacardi rum. You know what I said? God damn, I ain't drinking that sorry stuff. I want some good African rum, so we went and shut way down. Go on, Forrest. Did you see Duke and that? He was going to see you. Huh? Beck, you know what? Let me look around. You and I know I know. I remember when they came, didn't you? I had
Be up there driving that damn car. Hey, if we feel like this, hold me one.
You remember the time, what was that girl's name out there? Nancy.
Drive that damn car.
Right, oh yeah, Vivian.
Yeah, Vivian.
Right, you bought a house. I know, I bought it.
I never forget on the lake talking about your driving.
He told me,
Driving, eating, drinking all at the same
he
time.
told me, he said he wanted, if I ever died, he wanted his blood out of me because he would live forever. If I saw bitch ever died, I want you to pump the blood out of him and me.
Mr. Pate, let me tell you, this is the truth, Mr. Pate drove so slow.
And I drove so fast for him.
I used to bring him out here every
I know
afternoon.
you did.
Okay. One night. Ladies and gentlemen, I have in front of my own eyes
What can I say?
Eddie Quasnick, who's been the cameraman all evening, and he's not real vain. He wanted me to take his picture.
That's true. I was the producer, director of the scene that you have just seen for the last 45 minutes.
You did good, Quaz. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I was going to end up, but we will end up with this picture right here.
I wish we'd have got a good portrait of all the crews, but too much going on. Do it all. Too much going on.
Whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel. This is the block of granite right here, or asphalt, or something like that.
If you got them, Eddie, I'm getting ready to go in front of Moscow.
8 blocks of termites.
Hurry up, I gotta go home.
Go. We'll conclude this presentation by saying this man right here is the one responsible for everything that you saw tonight. What a man. He must be up for New Bern's Businessman of the Year and just all around nice guy. Say goodnight.